There's an area in the Chihuahuan Desert in northern Mexico where radio signals don't work and compasses spin out of control when placed near stones on the ground. It's called the Zone of Silence. It measures only 50 kilometers across, and it is located in the Mapimí Biosphere Reserve, a huge, mostly uninhabited expanse of almost 400,000 hectares, where the flat and desolate terrain is interspersed with lonely mountain outcrops. The disruption is believed to be caused by subterranean deposits of magnetite, as well as debris from meteorites. The zone's overall effects, and even its location, are disputed, but there's no doubt that the area, which sits on the borders of the Mexican states of Chihuahua, Durango, and Coahuila, has an abundance of celestial activity, including, some say, visits from UFO and extraterrestrials. Throughout the 20th century, large meteorites landed in southern Chihuahua near the zone, with two even falling on the same ranch, one in 1938 and another in 1954. A third fell in 1969 in the Allen Valley, just to the west. People for miles saw the light and heard the tremendous noise, which broke windows. It attracted the attention of scientists from around the world. The name Zone of Silence was not given until 1966 when Pemex, the national oil company, sent an expedition to explore the area. The leader, Augusto Harry de la Pena, was frustrated by the problems he was having with his radio. He christened it the Zone of Silence. This turned the area into something of a curiosity. However, on July 11, 1970, the zone made headlines. That was when an Athena rocket was launched from a U.S. Air Force base in Green River, Utah, as part of a scientific mission to study the upper atmosphere. The rocket was supposed to come down near White Sands, New Mexico. Instead, it went wildly astray and, at 2 a.m, crashed in the heart of the Zone of Silence. The zone was now, if only briefly, in the international spotlight, and some locals saw a tourism opportunity. Wernher von Braun, the famous Nazi rocket scientist who helped the Americans build their space program, came to investigate on behalf of the U.S. He was greeted at the train station by Palacios's father, who was then the mayor of Escalon. Von Braun took reconnaissance flights in a Cessna to confirm the crash site. With the aid of 300 Mexican workers, a 16-kilometer rail spur was built across the desert to the impact crater. A team of Americans then came and excavated. Von Braun was there for 28 days after the crash. The Americans brought temporary dormitories, labs, kitchens, medical facilities, and set them up right here in the desert. They even built a runway to transport cargo directly to Houston. By rail, they hauled away tons of debris. It's all gone now. There is no evidence of the 5-story, 7-ton rocket, of the impact crater, of the rail spur, or of any of the structures. However, the rocket crash sparked interest in the area, and a few years later the Mexican government created the Mapimí Biosphere Reserve. The reserve has a research station and hosts scientists from around the world, many of whom are biologists attracted to the unusual flora and fauna, including North America's largest land reptile, the threatened Gopherus tortoise.